This segment is sponsored by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Join us in preserving and protecting Tennessee's wildlife.
All right, welcome back, everybody. You guys can give us a call here at the show, 615-737-7767, with your own comments, questions, whatever you might have. If you got a question for one of these fine young ones up here, you can ask them. Sounds like they're both ready to give you some answers tonight.
That's for sure.
So while we're waiting on those to come in, before we took off, Parker, I was asking Emery kind of some of her favorite things to do. I know we're sitting here tonight talking about the juvenile deer hunt, but is that what you like to do the most? Do you like to fish the most, or
probably turkey hunting? If
turkey
I had
hunting,
to be honest.
And that turkey hunting's addicting.
Yeah,
Have you called one in yet yourself?
I kind of, sort of, yeah.
Yeah, that's what gets me.
Yeah.
I mean, I love to shoot them. Don't get me wrong, but man, if I can just call it in for you and let you shoot it, that's fine with me. Just
that's
as long
the
as I can
biggest
call it in.
adrenaline rush for me.
It is.
It's nothing like a turkey adrenaline rush.
It is. All right, we got a caller here. Who do we got? Michael, how are you doing tonight?
Doing great. That's a good show, Brandon.
Thank you very much.
I was going to ask about, is there any closer place than Flowers from Dixon to check in to see if deer has CWD?
I'm not sure as far as in proximity to Dixon. I think you are still in Region 2 there, if I'm not mistaken. And the only
Correct.
Region 2 drop-off site that I know of is at Cedars 11 State Park in Wilson County. Now, the TWRA, and Anthony, he knows more about this even than I do too, but they did say that they're going to try to add more locations. As the season goes, you'll see more locations added. So keep an eye on their website, their Facebook page, places like that. And you should see some more places popping up that you can drop them off to have them tested.
Yeah, they've got a list on the TWRA.com site, or TWRA.gov, I believe it is.
Yeah,
.org. .org, yeah. But it's all the CWD testing locations throughout the state.
Yeah.
And even not just the testing locations. Well, it's really drop-off stations is what it is.
Yeah.
Some of them you got drop-off freezers. The rest of them you got processors and taxidermists where they also pull samples.
Yeah. Yeah, because they don't know how to cut that sample and exactly what they need to send off. But at the drop-off locations, you'll just simply drop off
the
head and
the
go.
information.
Leave your information, and they'll take it from there.
And they really, if you use the drop-off locations, what they, of course, they need a phone number, your name and confirmation number. Mm-hmm. And the best thing to do, if you have an email, make sure you leave that email address, because if it comes back negative, that's how they want to contact people. But if it comes back positive, you will get a phone call, because they want to try to pinpoint.
They want to know exactly where it came from.
I mean, even latitude, longitude, they want to mark it. I mean, basically exactly where you shot it.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, the deer I've been watching, they actually look great, so I'm not too worried about that. So.
That's the thing about CWD, though, is that probably 90% of the deer that have it, they look like nothing's wrong with it. If you see one that he's already going or she's already going down, they're basically in the final stages of being alive, to tell you the truth. Mm-hmm. But probably 85 to 90% of them that are positive, they may be out chasing does and look perfectly healthy. That's the bad thing about it. You really can't tell unless they're in that last final stage of it.
Yeah, I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Oh yeah,
I would too. I agree.
We're going to test all of ours.
Yep.
Yeah, I am too. So that's fantastic. I appreciate the information about the TWRA website.
You're very welcome. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night. You too.
Johnny, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Doing great. Thanks for calling.
I've just got a question to ask you. I know they've got the hunting coats that's heated and the pants are heated. Do they make coveralls in the heated pants or coveralls?
I would imagine they do. I couldn't sit here and tell you an exact brand or anything, but I do know a good friend of mine hunts with one of those heated jackets, and it's kind of the tougher material, kind of like Carhartt or Walls or something like that would be. And I know that the pants, like you mentioned, I know they have those. I don't know what material they're made out of, but I would imagine somewhere out there you could find a pair of the heated coveralls, the battery-powered heated coveralls. He loves that jacket that he has. That the buddy I'm talking about, his name's Jack, and he's on the show quite a bit hunting with us. But he wears and he really swears by that jacket.
They do make one, Brandon. It's called, I think, Body Heater. Is the name of
Body
it.
Heater.
Body Heater, Body Heat, and
Yeah, I've seen the jacket.
well, this is kind of like a. To be honest, it's almost kind of like a sleeping bag. Like if you're in your stand.
You're talking about the heater body suit.
The heater body
but
suit.
that's not
it.
electronic though.
Okay.
He's talking electronic.
Okay.
Yeah, but the heater bodysuit is another really good option as far as once you're set still somewhere.
Yep.
They're really good.
Okay, then I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Thank you for
Thank
calling.
you.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Brian, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing great. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, great show, guys. Hey, look, I was just wondering about the crappie bite. I don't know where it's related. Has anybody heard anything?
I have, but it's been kind of slow so far. We're hoping that in the next couple of weeks that changes, but the guys that I've been talking to that have been out there, they have been catching some fish, but it's been still fairly slow. And I guess the most successful that I've heard, they've had a little bit of success trolling with little crankbaits. Like Anthony does that a lot. There's a good friend of mine that has caught a few that way. And but now I have gotten a couple of good trips off of Priest in the last couple of weeks. Some guys are catching pretty good bit off of Priest as far as crappie goes. But Old Hickory, the last I know of, has been pretty slow.
It should pick up within the next 2 weeks.
It should be long. I mean, you're probably looking at a week to 2 weeks before everything changes with that. And you got fresh water coming this weekend, so.
Yeah, I've been fishing the last couple of weeks, caught quite a few bass, and haven't picked up any crappie.
Yeah, right. I think that'll change here soon.
Yeah, the crappie, a lot of them are coming back shallow right now, and I say within the next 2 weeks, it should be prime time for them.
Well, guys, I appreciate you, and enjoy your show, guys.
Thank you for calling.
All right, thanks.
Jimmy, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, just fine. I have about 3 things to say. One of them, and most important, is I miss you like he was a friend.
Hey, we all miss him.
Yeah, we do.
Tell you. We do. I did a radio show with you, and I tell you, Monday nights is not the same without him.
I can understand that. And another thing, you better watch out. Your daughter is going to either be a partner or take over your show.
I tell you, she is full of information tonight. We're going to have to get her pulled back in here and record some tips or something for you guys.
Okay, and the last thing is your partner there. I can't think of his name. They had a pulling for crappie show on Kentucky Lake.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. The sound was bad because of the wind.
The wind.
Where did he say to get those Arky 350 crankbaits?
It was. I know you can order them online. But there was a little bait shop up there around Big Sandy, and for the life of me, I cannot remember what it was.
Yeah, and I know the exact part he's talking about, because as he was explaining that wind was just whipping through there.
It was, yeah. Chad was talking about it. It's one of Chad's buddies. But I do know you can go online, and matter of fact, if you can go online to the Southern Woods and Water site, I'll get that information, Brandon, and you can post that back. But it's a little store up around Big Sandy, and he's supposed to have the biggest selection of Arky. It was the Arky 350s is what it was. That's the brand. That's what the model number, Arky 350. And I'm going to tell you what, those are some lethal baits trolling up there.
Okay, I appreciate your show, and thank you a lot.
No problem. Thank you for calling tonight. All right, guys, we had some good calls tonight.
Yes, it was.
I tell you what, we really appreciate everybody calling in, guys. That's one of my very, very favorite parts of the show every week is when everybody calls in and we kind of hear, what they've got, to say or what the topic is. I think that's one of my favorite parts.
You could probably just let Emery answer the call in, take the call in.
We'll let her take the calls next time. She'll be all right with that, won't she? Yeah, you'll be all right with that.
Are you sure next time? Next Thursday?
Margaret, what are you going to be set up in this weekend?
Just a pop-up ground blind, probably.
Those pop-up blinds have revolutionized
They sure
hunting on
have.
the ground, buddy.
Yes, they sure
I'm
have.
telling you, they've changed it all.
From turkey, deer hunting, everything.
Yeah.
I think we got a 5-person one.
Really?
Yeah.
Goodness
It's
gracious!
big.
I'd just pull up in there and park my mule and that
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Hunt out of
It's
it.
nice.
It is, and I tell you, when they first come out, now I got to admit, when they first come out, my brother got one, first one I'd ever seen. And I thought it was the craziest thing I ever seen. I said, there ain't no way you're going to set that 10 up right there and shoot a deer out of it. And he shot one up the first evening he ever set it out. And ever, you know, we've used them now for years. I use them with Emery a lot. My dad loves to get in and out of. They're just so easy to get in and out of. You're dry. You're concealed.
You don't have to worry about climbing a tree, falling.
No, you don't. And it's once you have them set. Now that first time you set them up, Andy Coker actually talks about this some, and he's right on it. He's been successful with it. First time you set it up, you got a pretty decent chance. After that, they get a little curious about it for a few days. So if you know, like the blinds we'll be hunting this weekend, I've had set for 3 or 4 weeks. At that point in time, those deer, they'll walk right past it, won't they, Parker? I mean, they will come right past it, turkeys, deer, whatever.
That's something that a lot of people don't understand either. You can take that blind out, though, set it up 10 minutes before daylight on a turkey hunt. You can kill a turkey.
Hey, turkeys will run right to it. You can set it in the middle of a field and the turkeys will come up to it.
But with deer, I wouldn't advise setting one in the middle of a field if it's been freshly cut. You know, I would put it on the edge.
That's
you
right.
know, I mean, I would even kind of brush it in to make it blend in a little bit.
We usually will set them in as thick in the brush as we can possibly get them, where you can't even see that joker from the field, and then just cut your way into those windows with some snips.
Cut a lane out from them, you know. Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
But that's so you're gonna have Poppy with you? Is that who's gonna be hunting with you this weekend? And y'all be around? You're gonna be around Wilson County, Middle Tennessee, somewhere?
DeKalb County.
DeKalb County.
Y'all gonna go in and set all day?
I don't know about all day.
You gonna take you a cooler in case it rains? Where you can sit there and
gotta go get you some food, some breakfast or something, don't you?
Gotta have some food at some point.
It's gonna be extra cold in the morning, so no bringing coolers, cause it's gonna be hot and when it's not nearly morning anymore. So
it's probably gonna be wet though.
And don't usually drink out of the cooler, cause it's really cold in the morning when you get up.
Yeah, it'll be chilly. I think we're going to be down. Have you guys seen we're going to be in the 40s? Is that right? I think in the maybe high 40s.
Yeah, I think
low
at
50s.
home they changed it to like low 50s.
Low 50s.
It was supposed to be in the mid 40s,
but hopefully an intermittent rain. I mean, I know it's going to be heavy Friday night, but I believe Saturday it's going to get at least a little bit more intermittent. And you know, we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be just fine. The more deer are going to get up moving.
I do too.
Oh yeah.
They will. Guys, let's go over and do this week's tip of the week. This week's tip of the week is being sponsored by Phoenix Custom Quality Rods. You can go check them out at phoenixrods.com. Give them a call at 562-924-5400. Check into all the different series of rods they have. My personal favorite's the FTX series. And but I tell you, they've got spinning rods, they've got bait casting rods, all different lengths, weights. Give them a call today and let them get you ready for this coming fall fishing season. All right, now Anthony, you got a tip that you're going to say, but it ain't your tip.
It's not my tip. You know, it was Parker's tip over here, but he's just too afraid to say it. Of course, Emery's already give a couple tips too, so this is going to be a 3-tip show tonight.
All right.
But it's like Parker said a while ago, when you go hunting this weekend, most all of us carry a hunting bag.
Yeah.
Stick you a roll of toilet paper in there. Not only for the obvious reason, but also if you know, if you shoot a deer and it runs off, there's no better way to find those little drops of blood and just put your little piece down there.
It is.
You don't even have to worry about picking it up. It's biodegradable. It's going to go
glasses.
away.
Yeah, you do a lot of things with that roll of toilet paper.
Like if you're deer hunting in snow, like it's going to be way easier to find your deer, a buck or something, because it's white on the ground.
Yeah, you might not want to use toilet paper if it's white.
You have to use orange then, don't you?
And you can see the blood from the deer
in the snow. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
That's why I said toilet paper.
Yeah, I don't want to help you then with it.
Because like when you hunt on Saturday, it's not going to be snowing. It's going to be a little bit more harder to find the deer because of
the rain. Yeah. Guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have this week's recipe of the week and some more Southern Woods and Waters.